moment you stop chasing her, everything changes. What once felt like a desperate race suddenly comes to an end, not with her choosing you, but with you choosing yourself. And that single decision to withdraw your pursuit, to step back into silence, can shift the entire dynamic, because desire isn't built by running after her. It's built by holding your ground, by showing restraint, and by proving you have the strength to walk away. Most men don't realize how much they lose themselves when they start chasing. They begin with confidence, but as soon as a woman shows interest and then pulls away, panic sets in. Suddenly every unanswered text feels like rejection. Every delayed reply feels like a loss. So they push harder, more calls, more effort, more attention, believing persistence will change her mind. But here's the hard truth. What feels like effort to you feels like pressure to her. Instead of drawing her closer, you drive her further away. This is why so many men feel trapped in confusion. One day she seems warm, the next she turns cold. One moment she's smiling at your presence, the next she's ignoring your messages. And in that chaos, men begin to think something is wrong with them. They question their worth, their masculinity, their very identity. But the truth is simple. She didn't lose interest because you weren't enough. She lost interest because you stopped being a challenge. Human beings are wired to value what isn't guaranteed. When your attention is always available, it blends into the background like noise. She doesn't have to think about you because you're already there. But when you stop chasing, the silence is deafening. That daily message she dismissed, gone. That constant presence she ignored, missing. And now her mind begins to wander. Why has he stopped? Has he moved on? Did I lose his interest? This is the paradox of attention. Its absence speaks louder than its presence. Here's where things take an interesting turn. Most women won't immediately come running back. Instead, they test. They send a casual text like, "Hey, how are you?" Or they drop a vague social media post designed to catch your attention. Sometimes they even create conflict just to see if you'll break your silence. This isn't about manipulation as much as it's about psychology. She's measuring your strength. Will you crumble the moment she dangles the bait? Or will you remain grounded, calm, and detached? Because in her mind, a man who can't control his impulses can't lead himself, let alone a relationship. Respect is the foundation of attraction. Without it, desire collapses. When you stop chasing, you silently communicate discipline. You show that your world doesn't orbit around her approval. And whether she admits it or not, this sets you apart from most men. Because the truth is, most men are predictable. They give unlimited effort, even to women who give little in return. They confuse obsession with devotion. But your restraint, your ability to hold back, commands attention. It makes her reconsider. It forces her to see you not as a man seeking her validation, but as a man living by his own rules. And this is where the shift completes. When you stop chasing, you hand the decision back to her. She must now decide. Does she step closer, or does she let the silence remain? But the real victory here is that you've reclaimed your power. Her choice no longer controls your worth. You are no longer waiting for her validation to feel like a man. Instead, you've chosen to walk your path with or without her. And paradoxically, that independence is what often draws her back. So what should you do when you stop chasing? First, understand this. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. If she ignores you, don't beg. If she delays her replies, don't double text. If she pulls away, don't chase her shadow. Instead, redirect your energy inward. Focus on your work, your health, your mission. Every hour spent obsessing over her should be invested back into building yourself. Because women are drawn to men who have direction. A man lost in pursuit of her attention feels empty. But a man pursuing his own purpose radiates strength. Second, respond with calm when she reaches out. If she sends a vague message, don't rush to interpret it as interest. Answer politely but keep it simple. Show warmth without surrendering your frame. And third, accept outcomes with peace. If she returns, welcome her with balance, not desperation. If she doesn't, let her absence be the reminder that your life is too valuable to be spent chasing someone who doesn't choose you. Remember, self-control is not about denying feelings. It's about mastering them. And the man who masters himself masters the game. So remember this truth. When you stop chasing her, you reclaim yourself. Her reactions, whether she comes closer or walks away, no longer define your worth. You've shifted from being the seeker to being the one who chooses. And in that shift, you find the essence of masculine strength, patience, self-respect, and the unshakable calm of a man who does not beg, but stands.